Here you can see it. Welcome to Accounting Lecture and London Educators. This is your expert tutor, Mr. Ilyas. Coffee class, accounting coffee class with Mr. Ilyas. Yeah, this is from ACCA. I'm a member of ACCA, a qualified chartered accountant, been teaching accounting for many, many years, sharing my screen. Now, many of you have joined from different Facebook groups and YouTube, and I can see most of the students are from AAT, some students from A-levels, accounting, and ACCA. I saw LCCI, ICB as well, but most of you are from AAT. Today's topic is double entry, if you remember, yeah? Double entry. Please get ready with your pen and paper. By the time I finish my coffee, the class is finished, yeah? So double entry is a hectic for many students. Like they feel, oh, what is debit? What is credit? Oh, I can't remember. We'll make it easy by the time we finish our coffee. Well, so most students are joining in, they will be joining in, not a problem. Whether you are doing IGCSE like O-levels or A-levels and professional courses like AAT, CAT, ACCA, CIMA, and students are joining in, I'm going to mute them, you know. So if you are unmute, can you please mute yourself, anybody joining in? So the first thing you start with is a double entry, right? Right, that's what we're going to do. Duality. Today's topic within this 10 minutes, it's like 4:10 and maybe 15 past 10 or 20 past 10 we finish. As I said, by the time I finish my coffee. All right, so this is you. A very good morning. Welcome. Now, if you are doing ACCA, started with FIA, this is your first book, financial accounting, and these are the first few chapters. Look at this. Those of you who are doing AAT may join ACCA later on, but these are the basic things. And why do you study basically a double entry here about in chapter number 2? Yeah, if you are doing AAT, this is your first book. When you start level 2, most of you start with level 2. There are popular couple of courses. First course is bookkeeping, introduction to bookkeeping. And in this particular chapter, course, chapter number 5 is about 6 indeed, not even 5, double entry bookkeeping. That's what we're going to talk about. You can get your doubts clarified with me. And if you are doing A-levels, yeah, that's started from chapter 2. GCSE is level 2. So in AAT, we have level 2. So there's in ACCA, FIA, we have level 2. A-levels, this one in front of you, you can see the screen, is A-levels, level 3. In AAT, ACCA, you have level 3 as well. Whether level 2, 3, whatever it is, double entry is basic. Double entry is needed, isn't it? Yeah? Double entry is very much important. Can you please write or tell me what mnemonic you have remembered so far for double entry? What helps you to remember the double entry? The most popular in the United Kingdom, DEAD, dead, and then, yeah, octave. Raised the hand. Do you want to unmute yourself and talk about it? I'm going to unmute yourself. You can unmute yourself, yeah? Ask to unmute. You can have your say. Yeah, you can raise your hand and talk. Someone is writing. Dead click. Thank you, Beth Claire. Yeah, let's write it down quickly. Click CLIC. Now, this is a mnemonic which helps you to remember the dead click, helps you to remember the double entry. D denotes debit, DR, debit, yeah? And CCR, credit. So the bottom items are debit. E for expenses, A for assets, and D for what? Yes, drawings. Debit items are expense, assets, and drawings. Credit items are liability, income. I for income. C for, who writes it? C for capital. Brilliant. Let me see, anybody has written anything? Yeah. Okay, not yet. Okay, so now that's an easy one. Any other mnemonic? Anybody knows it? Yeah. Have you ever heard of PEARLS? Yeah, let me write down the PEARLS. If you have seen my old video, PEARLS, PEARLS, you know, the jewelry girls ornament, they make a pearls, yeah, valuable pearls. You have it. The top 3 are debit. The bottom 3 are credit. P denotes purchases. Now, what is the purchase? You buy goods for resale purposes. I repeat, you buy goods for resale purposes. So many goods could be there, like you are buying and selling iPhones. So you bought it for resale purposes. This is a debit item. You bought your coffee for resale purpose, Costa or any other, or even coffee mug, you are selling it. Okay, purchases, E for expenses, A for assets, yeah, debit. R for revenue. Income, basically income, yeah, revenue, income, like discount received, rent received, even sales are gonna come after that, yeah. L for liability, S for sales. Here's the sales, like turnover. I'm getting some messages. Purchases for business purposes and running. Octave, yes, like you're buying for resale purposes, yeah, and you are getting buying and then selling, making your business operation. Now, as this is a coffee class, these two are just mnemonic, but what is a double entry? Today's topic is double entry. What is double entry? Double entry is dual effect. Dual. Every transaction has got a dual effect. Every transaction, any transaction happening, yeah, in the business, you're buying, it has debit and credit. You're selling, it has debit and credit. Your sales return, purchase return, you're buying non-current asset. You see, we said assets here. Purchases are goods only, yeah, goods you bought, not the non-current asset, yeah. But then you're buying non-current asset. Non-current asset could be, you know, the laptop you're using, even the mobile phone I'm using, we use more than 1 year. These are assets, expenses, these are debit. So whenever you buy it, one entry would be debit, one would be credit. But before going into debit and credit, it's good to know the double entry, debit, the mnemonics, which is DEAD CLIC, and PEARLS going to help you. Now, let's get into a little deep. Yeah, if you have any question, you can ask in between. You can raise your hand, you can unmute, and you can talk to me. Let's get into our first transaction. If you're doing AT level 2 or just started the accounting, this is an important part. Yeah, I said every transaction has got dual effect. One debit, one with the equal amount of money, one credit. Yeah, let's start with the smaller one. You started the business. You will have to pay rent, don't you? Rent paid 500 by check. Check, yeah, bank transfer, check. So it will have one debit item entry, one credit entry. What do you think is debit and what do you think is credit from your PEARLS? Rent. At first, you need to identify, is it my asset, expense, liability, drawings, capital? Rent. One would be rent. Account you need to open. Now, you know, regarding the accounts and T accounts is not today's class, some other day. And another is basically money in the bank going. Is it going up or down? Yeah, this up and down we're going to talk about later. Claire has given me some answer. Can any other students give me more answers? Yeah, we paid rent. Let me give you in this small lecture one very, very important topic. Very important topic. Whenever you do accounting, you think you are doing on your business's behalf. You are the accountant and your business is separate. So separate entity concept is very important. Separate entity concept. I repeat, you can rewatch the video. Your business is separate from the owner, from you. If you're buying anything on behalf of the business, is the purchase for the business. You're selling it, the business sells. You're buying non-current asset, business is non-current asset. Am I understood? It's not mine. I'm the sole trader. I'm buying it. I can't say I sold it. I purchased it. No, businesses purchase, businesses sales. Yeah, it's a separate entity concept. Business is separate from the owner. So the rent paid, business paying the rent. Make sense? So for business, rent is an expense. Who else giving me answer? Expense or debit or credit? Tell me, come on, write me. I got some answers. And
debit.
Rent is an expense for business purpose. Octave, thank you. Claire, thank you. Okay, so rent is an expense. Rent, debit. Nobody disagree with that, right? Yeah, where did he write it? Rent. How do you know? This is an expense. Expenses are debit. Our PEARLS, our DEAD CLIC says it. What the opposite entry would be credit. The other one would be credit. The same amount of money. This time your money in the bank is going down. Now I'd like to make my PEARLS a little bit deep. Like if your PEA item goes up, it increases in the account, it is debit. If this goes down, it is credit. If RLS goes up, it's a credit entry anyway, so credit goes down. Debit might be slightly challenging for you. You can watch my videos from my YouTube channel, and this is our YouTube channel, accounting lecture. I have a video on PEARLS and DEAD CLIC here. Also, my website you can visit anytime. So making our answer done here. Rent debit, bank money going down. Bank credit. Bank is a current asset. If your asset goes down, it's credit. This time, our asset going down. That's why it's credit. Well, that's all regarding the debit and credit double entry. Today's topic was how you can remember your debit and credit items, a double entry. So if you have any further question, I know it is a very quick coffee class, but any other questions are welcome. Like, I don't understand, Ilyas, this one, how does, even if it's silly question, don't worry, you can ask me. Come on, anybody else? Yeah, the TA accounts maybe next week, maybe tomorrow, we will go over the balance CDBD, maybe we go later on. Yeah, every transaction has got dual effect. Let's do one more, yeah? Think this transaction 1st of September, from your business point of view, started business with a capital of 5,000. Who started? The owner. The owner is separate from the business. So it's a business transaction. Think from business point of view. What is happening with your business? Business is getting some money in the bank account. Business's bank account. And it's in the form of capital. Tell me, capital, debit or credit? Who writes me?
Credit.
People are writing good. Okay. What is the next class, Beth? Tomorrow is the next class on, what do you call it? Management accounting. Yeah, Claire, you're right. Beth is asking question. Claire, yes, you're right. Anybody else? Like capital. Go to your DEAD CLIC. You can't find the capital in the PEARLS. DEAD CLIC. What does the DEAD CLIC says? Let me see. Capital is credit. That's true. That's how you remember. Capital credit. So without any doubt, open a capital account or call it credit. Capital credit, 5,000. What is debit? What is debit?
Bank
You're
account.
getting money into your businesses?
Bank.
Yeah, right. Bank account. Bank is debit. So bank debit. So that's how you do capital credit and bank debit. Don't worry about this time. Shall I write the debit first or credit? First, you learn it. That's all from today's class. I think I should say goodbye. It's 15 minutes, and this would be uploaded on our social platform, so you can watch it. You can do this as your homework on your screen. Take a screenshot right now, or later on maybe. Show me the debit credit only. Or does it make sense, the debit credit now more through DEAD CLIC and PEARLS? I hope it does. If you have, you're welcome. And anybody else, any more question? If you have any more question, Claire saying thank you, Beth saying thank you. Lovely people are here. Many of you have registered already today for this lesson. Thank you. Thanks for making your time. I hope your journey with accounting goes smooth. You pass all the accounting very smoothly, whether doing AAT or any other qualification. Feel free to email me, WhatsApp me. I'll be there for you to help you all the time. Bye-bye for today, and see you in some other classes. Bye.